Hey y'all, my name is Kumar and welcome back to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge, Smith Legacy. We're picking back up in year 1327. And yes, as you all saw in the mini movie machinima thing at the beginning, Alice has been feeling very down, very stressed, and hasn't really had time to mourn or take a moment for herself. And so she snuck into their back patio where they never ever go to just kind of take a moment for herself and finally allow herself to break down and not be as strong as she has been, especially, she doesn't want to be that way in front of her children. And of course, Jacques saw and reassured her that, it's okay to take time for yourself. You have me here. I'm not just here to like use you or anything that I might have gained from marrying you. We might not, be lovers like you and the Waffler, but we're still friends and you're still important to me. And I still want you to be, happy. So she, thanked him, realized, just how good of a person he was. I think she felt a little bit bashful about him seeing her like that, but luckily it all went fine and he's just such a good person. I don't know if she's falling in love with him or ever will, but she definitely gained a lot more trust in him. Will probably, seek to confide in him a lot more now. It's not just her. He is someone that she can trust. That, she feels like it might be in a different way than with Nawaf, but it is still someone trustworthy. So right now she's just, all right, horse. She's cleaning up the manure around, and he, before he heads off to work, is taking care of this stuff, feeding the chickens, doing something light and simple he can have done before work. But she cleans up this manure, just helping us out before he has to leave himself. I don't know if he'll have time to clean. Don't go for that one. I hate this. They keep going for, like, if I tell them to clean something, they're going to go. If I tell them to throw something away, instead of going for, like, what I've lined up, they'll go for the trash in the house. The babies are fine. I need you to leave them alone. Leave them alone and take care of these horses before they run away. Because they get on my nerves with that. So I don't have too much planned. Also, in case you missed the last episode, well, not really episode, but it was more of like a recap video. I gave Alice a bit of a makeover. She's a young adult now, so I feel like she's a bit more mature. She's just grown into her features, grown into who she wants to be. And I wanted to give her like a style that was kind of like wild, yet still pretty girly and held together, because I feel like that's what she is. She's very free-spirited. She's doing a lot that a lot of women would not be doing in this day and age. Especially like relatively on her own. Don't get stuck on the chicken. So I wanted to give her a look that kind of sort of reflected that in a way. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be a double episode as well or what. This baby's getting tired, but he's just going to go cry himself to sleep. Everyone's fine for now. She'll have to head back in and cook. We have some eggs, but she needs to make like a meal for them soon. But I'm not sure if this is going to be a double episode again, because we're quite literally only taking care of the farm for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have egg day, so maybe they could do that. Last egg day, they couldn't do anything. I think, was it on fire last egg day? No, last egg day was during the famine. I actually can't remember. I think the last egg day was during the famine, so they couldn't really do anything. But hopefully this time, especially with the kids, they could do something. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make this one just 1327 or if I'm going to go ahead and do 1328 as well, because then we'll have the twins' birthday and May Day. I might just, I don't know. It depends on how long recording 1327 goes. Oh, Pumpkin! Pumpkin's an old lady now. Do it, I don't care. I'm really liking Jaques so far. I think that she's had some pretty good luck with great husbands. It could have easily been like a loveless marriage at least one time, but both time one was for love and the other one is definitely a good friend. Robert? Now, some of y'all were saying that Nawaf's death did seem a bit suspicious because it was out of nowhere. Nawaf, he is a trained knight, and something, oh God, and something as simple as an animal attack probably shouldn't have been enough to kill him, even though he was kind of caught off guard. And yeah, so one of you were saying that Robert's persistence in coming over, especially he was here quite a bit right before Nawaf passed away, that potentially could have had something to do with something. And also, we talked about how all of the kids, even in the previous generation, except for one, all had these green eyes from Matilda, which even this is the third generation and we're still on majority kids having green eyes. All of all of Alice's siblings, except for one, had green eyes, and now all of her children have green eyes. Now we'll see if she has children with Jaques, and if she does have children with them, what they look like. But the green eyes are persistent, so is it just a coincidence? Is it something in the bloodline? Who knows? Okay, so I actually have no clue what happened, but the two of these guys were just sitting there eating, and I was just speeding through, and Jaques said something to Alice, and now she's hurt and has a festering grudge. She wanted to have a difficult family dynamic, but I clicked no instead of actually thinking about it. But he just did something that she didn't appreciate, clearly. I don't know what it was, and what little romance they had went down. I I don't know. I don't he didn't do any mean interactions. I know that. But I have no idea what could have set her off like that. And the thing is, the kids are starting to feel pretty neglected. They definitely want a lot more of their mother's or Jaques' time and energy, but she really, like, we can't even get anything done with their farm or their garden or anything. We barely can take care of the animals because every time something happens, like, we have to stop and take care of the infants. We have to feed them. And then when the infants aren't hungry, the toddlers need attention. And then when they don't need attention, we need to cook. And then when we don't need to cook, we do bare minimum cleaning. And then Jaques leaves, goes to work, tries to do a few chores, comes back, does a few more chores, then has to go to sleep because he has work in the morning. He works every day. He only is off on weekends. Oh Lord, this is getting. I think that's what's being a bit more difficult. He says he's going to be there, and he is there. He's there, the same amount as Nawaf, but I think it's just, I don't know. It's not. It's neither one of their faults. I don't think they're blaming each other. I think he might have made an offhanded comment, like not mean or anything in particular, but it was definitely not appreciated by Alice. Okay, it's officially Friday, the final day of year 1327, and considering literally I've done nothing except for take care of these kids and these animals, I'm gonna go ahead and do 1328 so we can get the twins' birthday. By the way, I did skip past Egg Day. The toddlers had a good egg day. They collected a lot of eggs. Some of the eggs we put into the fridge for cooking purposes, but I'm just now realizing that we can't make medieval meals with like chocolate eggs and stuff like that. But I'll see. I'll see what I can manage to do. Maybe they can make something nice for the twins' birthday, which is tomorrow on Saturday, which is also spring harvest, but we have like 4 plants, so it doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to bother selling them. I'm just going to harvest and put it in the fridge for next time. Or it's not a fridge. What is it? It's a little thing. I'll put it in the thing for next time. And then May Day is here, which we will also not really do much for that. And yeah, we'll see. So right now, the adults are tired, so I'm excited for Saturday so they can at least catch back up on their sleep. Um, because Hiroto, this is not Hiroto, but then Jacques will be there to assist Alice with her regular day-to-day stuff because normally he's at work. Lord, this is why I did not want to have all these kids back to back, but I had to honor my husband. I don't regret it, but boy, am I reaping what I sow. Oh God, you're gonna pass out. I need him to go take a nap. I'm trying not to cheat their needs. I've already kind of cheated their energy a bit, and I'm trying not to. But they don't have energy to do anything. Give them a bath. They don't have energy to do anything. Oh, these kids are getting on my nerves. This is why I don't have it. And the cat, I'm sorry. These animals have to die. And these kids have to grow up. What or what is this? Talk of relationship fears. Oh gosh. Okay, he does want to spend some time with her. I think they just need a moment to themselves. So I think this weekend would be very helpful. They definitely won't be having kids soon. She was not supposed to get pregnant this soon. This was like, I did this and as an emergency because I was worried that Nawaf would die and they wouldn't get a chance to have more kids. And I was right. So I don't regret it in that sense, but I do regret it in the sense that now I got to deal with this, you know? Okay. One thing at a time. Nura's aged up. Yay. New toddler. She's independent. Let's roll. We want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. Rolling. She got a 1. She survives. Hot dog. I'll give them a makeover in a bit. I just need them out of my way. And the toddlers, they'll be annoying. I used to be like, oh, I can't stand having all these toddlers, but the toddlers are far easier to care for than these infants. Because at least, like, the only thing we really have to, like, stop and do with them is bathe them and give them attention. But sometimes they can give themselves attention. The only reason Stefan feels like he's not really getting attention is because him and Amir have been fighting recently and they gained a difficult relationship. So every single time they talk with each other, instead of, like, playing and gaining positive social relationship, it was negative. So now they just don't talk. So now, while Amir is perfectly content with that, Stefan is definitely struggling. Stefan's the one who was kind of causing the problems though, so I'm not sure. They're both independent. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 15 survive. 2 surviving kids. Love to see it. Oh wait, did he also? Oh, he did get Nasir's hair. It looks like she didn't, but that's because she's wearing custom content. She did. They both did. Okay. Lovely, lovely. I think I'm going to give them both locks like their father had. But geez Louise, it's only Saturday of 13/28. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I actually might, I don't know if I want to end off the year here, but I'm not going to be recording much of the year because I feel like it's just going to be a lot of them taking care of each other, of the kids especially. So I'm going to like be very sporadic with what I'm showing because there's also nothing really storytelling happening at the moment. But if it is, I'll come right back. Okay, this is Nura. She looks super cute. I wanted to give her locks, but I don't have any lock styles for toddlers, so she'll get them when she's a child. As for her brother, I think there are locks. Well, there is lock styles for toddler girls. It's just it's not as girly as I want it to be. It's this one here. But I don't really, not this one. Where's the other one? There's like a non-colored version of the hair I just showed. Oh, wait, it's right here. Actually, don't want her to start her lock journey there or here. I kind of like this hair here. It's got like these braids leading up in the back to these puffs. And I feel like braiding is historically across any African civilization a thing for all time. But also braiding and I guess a style similar-ish to this would have probably existed within like certain Viking societies in Europe. Not, yeah. So this is as close as I'm gonna get. Because remember, her father might know about history and things like this, but her father is dead. Her father probably would have known how to handle this hair. Her mom wouldn't. So I think this is as close as her mom could get. There is a family in the village who has hair texture similar to this, so I imagine she probably just reached out to them, like one of the women in that family, for assistance, and they kind of landed on this style, which is something quick and easy that Alice can do because she's not from the culture that knows how to do anything more complex. And then they're like, yeah, when she's older, we'll lock it for her because I don't really want her to have. I don't want her to have these yet. I'll give these to her when she's a child, but I really like this style on her. But also, apart from our beautiful, beautiful girl, she has sharp ears, which I have stated before that because I have sharp ears randomized, anyone can get sharp ears in my gameplays, especially sims that my game just randomly create, even if I don't. So, but sharp ears are an indicator of something not being in someone not being entirely human. So the person who said that, you know, maybe there's some type of magic or something in the bloodline. I'm not sure if it relates to the supremacy of these green eyes that are occurring, but there seems like there is something from the Waff side drifting into their children. I'm not sure. Oh God, my throat. I'm not sure how that will manifest, but so far they've got sharp ears. So I wonder if Mary or maybe any of her children, because all of her children have weak bloodline, have weak magic bloodlines through her. I wonder if they'll be able to kind of sense something. All right, I forgot to show you Nasir and Create-A-Sim, but here he is. He looks like Nasir, looks like his brothers. He has dull green eyes, whereas his sister has really bright green eyes. I just thought that was interesting. So they're clearly not identical, besides the fact that they're, you know, boy and girl. But sometimes my boy and girl twins are identical. But yeah, I think it's really interesting that these really strong traits that seem to be showing up are the full body freckles of various intensities, and their eyes land somewhere on the green spectrum, some brighter than others, some duller. So I'm gonna just do this so you don't die. Well, is that cheating? Well, I'm gonna feed her. She wouldn't have died. I'm sorry. But yeah. However, these two got sharp ears. Alice does not have sharp ears. I can't recall if Nawaf has sharp ears, and I don't remember if the oldest two had sharp ears or not. So clearly, Nawaf either wasn't entirely human or has an ancestor who wasn't entirely human. I never really thought about that before. I cannot remember. I don't think I ever saw his ears because he generated with that hairstyle, and I said, oh, this hair looks good on him, and I never paid attention, and now he's dead, and I didn't save the household while he was in it, so he's gone forever, and I got rid of his ghost, so I can't take his ghost into Create-A-Sim. Well, we have a mystery afoot. Where are these sharp ears coming from? No clue. Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, we still have like 4 more days in the year, but I can guarantee you that we won't be doing anything of substance. Yes, there's May Day, but it's going to be us just planting our summer crops and taking care of the kids. Nothing else is going on. I have no story things. Even if we get invited to someone else's household, yeah. So I actually think this is going to be a super short double episode, because y'all don't need to sit here and watch me for an hour struggle to take care of the house and 4 toddlers, because that's quite literally what I've been doing. So I'm going to end off here and pick back up next episode with 1329, which starts Wednesday, because then we'll get Amir's birthday, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, Amir's birthday, and if I make that a double episode, we'll also get Stefan's birthday, which I desperately need a child in this house, because the children can take care of the animals in the farm for Alice. So while she is, you know, taking care of whatever toddlers are left and cooking and doing like her little things, um, the children are perfectly capable of like watering the plants and feeding the chickens, cleaning the coops and all that. They can do that on their own. So yes, I'm excited for them to be children. I'm going to end off this episode here. Thank y'all for watching. I'll pick up in the next episode. Oh, what a terrible, oh gosh, she looks, geez Louise, she's not having fun at all. I feel bad. But yeah, I'm quite literally just going to spend the rest of this year taking care of these little ones. We don't have, the thing is, which I am really sad about, is we don't have side households, because I feel like at a moment like this, I would be like, well, this is overwhelming. Nothing's happened. I've done the birthdays. We're going to go to a different household. But we don't have any side households for me to escape to. So when it gets to grindy moments like this, where I'm quite literally just having them survive, and, you know, I would focus on like the children making friends around the village and potential future marriage partners. They're too young. They're toddlers. So they, you know, we probably won't. I will probably stop doing double episodes for a while when Amir turns into a child, because at that point, we'll have someone to help on the farm, and then we can split between like whatever Alice has going on, whatever Jaques has going on, and then whatever Amir has going on, and then eventually Stefan. And then we can like start rolling from there. But for right now, during these blank periods of just, we have no side households, and all of our children are so small and we can't leave the house because we're taking care of the animals and the children, and that's all we're doing. I don't really see the point in recording 3 hours worth of me struggling. So we'll pick back up next episode, and I'm so excited to see these kids turn into children and move on and make friends and things like that. So, because like with Alice, when she grew up and she started meeting Robert, that was so fun. And then she met May first, then Robert. And I was so excited to see what her siblings would do, but we never got the chance to. So now we'll finally get that chance with her children, hopefully. So I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think is happening down in the comments. And I'll catch up with y'all later. Bye.